Welcome to my channel, The American Crime. The Zodiac Killer, America's darkest mystery. Imagine this, a killer who wanted his name printed in the newspaper. A serial killer who taunted police with letters after every murder, "Catch me if you can." A strange symbol, a circle with a cross inside, that sent chills through all of California. He didn't just kill his victims, he wrote his own story through the media. And the most terrifying part, to this day, he has never been caught. In the late 1960s, California was a land of new dreams. The streets of San Francisco were alive with light, freedom, and the hippie culture. But within that light, a darkness was born, a name that would haunt America forever, the Zodiac Killer. He wasn't just a murderer, he was a showman. A man who didn't only want to kill, but wanted to terrify an entire nation and carve his name into history. December 20th, 1968. Vallejo, California. High school couple, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, went out on a date along a deserted road. Later that night, police found their car parked on a dirt road. David had been shot inside the vehicle. Betty Lou tried to run for her life, but was shot in the back. The 15-year-old girl collapsed on the road, dead. No one knew then, this was just the beginning. July 6, 1969, another young couple, Darlene Ferrin and Mike Mageau, sat in their car at Blue Rock Springs Park. Suddenly, another vehicle pulled up. The driver shined a flashlight at them, and opened fire. Darlene was killed. Mike survived, giving police a chilling description: a heavy-set man, wearing military-style boots. Just days later, a call came into the Vallejo Police Department. A calm voice said, "I am the one who shot them at Blue Rock Springs." This was the first time the world heard the voice of the Zodiac. The Zodiac never stayed quiet after his killings. He began his deadly game. On August 1, 1969, 3 newspapers, including the San Francisco Chronicle, received identical letters. In them, the writer claimed responsibility for the murders. But the real terror came with what was attached: ciphers. Pages filled with strange symbols and letters. The message was clear: solve this code, or more people will die. The newspapers published the letters. And California erupted with fear. At schools, offices, and homes, everyone was talking about just one thing: the Zodiac Killer. A schoolteacher and his wife managed to crack the first code. Inside, they found words that froze the nation. "I like killing people because it's so much fun. It's more exciting than hunting animals. When I die, I will be reborn in paradise, and all my victims will be my slaves." These chilling words turned a murder case into one of the most terrifying mysteries in American history. By 1969 and 1970, Zodiac had become the nightmare of the San Francisco Bay Area. He attacked couples in parks. He shot and killed a taxi driver, Paul Stein, in the middle of a busy San Francisco street. And then, he began mocking the police and media. In one letter, he wrote, "I am going to blow up a school bus. Killing children will be the most fun of all." That single threat shook the entire city. School buses were given police escorts. Parents were terrified to send their children to class. The Zodiac was everywhere, and yet, nowhere. No one could catch him. In decades of investigation, police looked at dozens of suspects. The most famous name was Arthur Lee Allen, a schoolteacher whose life matched many of the Zodiac's clues. But DNA tests later ruled him out. Another suspect was journalist Richard Gaikowski. His handwriting looked suspiciously similar to the Zodiac's. But again, no solid evidence ever surfaced. Every time investigators thought they were close, the Zodiac slipped away. And then, after 1974, his letters suddenly stopped. It was as if he vanished into thin air. Officially, the Zodiac is connected to 5 confirmed murders. But in his own letters, he claimed responsibility for 37 killings. Were there really that many victims? Or was it part of his twisted game? In 2017, the FBI reopened the Zodiac ciphers. And in 2020, one of his unsolved codes was finally cracked by a team of codebreakers. The message read, "I am not afraid of the gas chamber. Because it will send me to paradise all the sooner. Because I now have enough slaves to work for me." Even decades later, his words were chilling. The true identity of the Zodiac Killer remains unknown. Is he dead? Or still alive, watching us from the shadows? More than 50 years have passed, yet the Zodiac Killer remains America's greatest unsolved mystery. His symbol, the circle with a cross, still brings fear to those who remember his reign of terror. So what do you think? Was Zodiac just one man, or could it have been a group? Will the FBI ever reveal the truth? Share your thoughts in the comments. And for more chilling true crime stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because the scariest mysteries are still waiting to be told.